I want Rick Lansing arrested for kidnapping my wife.
How can you be sure that he...
Because that sadistic piece of garbage blames me for his wife's miscarriage. Now, this is his idea of revenge. He's got her somewhere, Mac. And I want you and your department to find my wife and bring her home.
I don't suppose you have anything in the way of evidence.
Oh. Eyewitness, is that enough proof for you?
Well, it depends on who it is, Sonny.
Courtney! My son saw everything.
Michael is your witness.
That's right.
Is this true, Michael?
It's okay, sweetie. Just tell Commissioner Scorpio what you told me.
Did you see something happen the night your mom disappeared?
I lost the rings.
Okay, what happened next?
Mommy came to help me find her. Then... Rick took her.
Yeah, satisfied, Mac?
Did Rick see you?
Oh, no.
Are you sure your mom and Rick left together?
Mac, they didn't leave together because Rick kidnapped her. How much more do you need?
More.
Did I say something wrong?
No, honey, you're doing great.
Buddy, we just need to make sure what happened so we know where to look for Carly.
I told you. Rick took her. He grabbed her at the church, just like you said.
Just like Jason said?
You're really great.
Michael, did you hear Jason say something about Rick?
Jason said Rick took her.
Okay. Listen to me, buddy. I'm just a little confused right now. Rick taking Carly from the church. Is it something you heard or something you saw?
Both. Does this mean Mommy and the baby can come back now?
We're gonna make that happen.
You guys, I think that Michael is exhausted. Maybe he should go back to bed.
It's good that I remembered, right?
Yeah, it's great. Come here, give me that. All right, go ahead. Go upstairs.
You realize I can't use this.
Michael saw Rick grab Carly, Mac.
He's parroting Jason. You know, I mean, any halfway decent lawyer will tear Michael and his story to shreds.
Okay, I just do what I should have done in the first place. I'll take care of this one.
No, Sonny, I'm warning you.
You don't leave me a choice, Mac. You either do something about this, or I will.
Look, I'll look into the possibility that Rick took Carly. But if anything happens to Rick in the meantime, you're the one I'm coming after.
All right.
What do you mean there's something strange is going on in the house?
Well, the lights went out because all the fuses blew at once.
Is that unusual?
Well, it is when there's a back surge in a circuit that's completely untraceable.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, were you here when this happened?
No.
Well, whatever went wrong was equivalent to throwing a hairdryer into a bathtub.
Well, the important thing is that we're up and running again. So, thanks for coming out so quickly.
Sure.
Have a good night.
That was creepy.
Yeah, well, talking about Jason here. You know what? I'm gonna check the whole house and make sure that Jason didn't leave anything for us.
What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know. Like a bomb or something. Hey, you never know. Just, you know what? Why don't you go to your studio and I'll make a clean sweep of the house and then I'll come pick you up.
No, I'm not leaving you.
No. Listen, I'll be fine as long as I know you're safe. Okay? I love you more than you know.
I love you too. And Rick? I do trust you. I promise.
Okay, come on.
Hurry, okay?
I will.
You gotta be careful. And how's Michael?
Restless.
Can you do me a favor? Can you, stay with Michael for a little while? I need to go over some...
Yeah, sure. Half hour ago, I thought this was about to be over, and now... What is he gonna do?
Don't worry, I won't let him do anything crazy.
If I were Sonny, you wouldn't be able to stop me. Just be careful, okay?
Always.
I don't have a hell of a lot of confidence in Mac being any more aggressive with Rick. So here's what has to happen. I need to get my hands on something Rick thinks is valuable enough to trade for my wife.
Elizabeth?
Carly. Carly, can you hear me? Carly. Carly, are you all right? Say something.
It hurts.
What? What is it? What hurts?
Oh, baby. No. Please help the baby.
Carly, I can't take you to the hospital. I can't bring a doctor here. All right. Calm down. I'll get you some help. All right, calm down. Take it easy. Easy. All right. Give me your arm. I need you to lean on me a little. Come on. Easy. All right. 2, 3. Okay. All right. Take it easy. Get you out of here.
Taking Elizabeth is not gonna get Carly back.
Rick's holding my wife, my unborn child. That's his choice. He's got to understand what it costs.
You're lucky to be alive, you know that?
Babe.
I brought you here.
No.
You smashed the monitor with a metal tray.
Jason.
You electrocuted yourself.
What about the baby?
I don't know yet. We're gonna have to see. No, listen to me. I want the doctor to check you out to make sure that you and the baby are okay. I brought you to the doctor, Carly, because I care about what happens to you and the child. Listen to me. Listen to me. You let this doctor examine you, and I swear I'll let you go home.
Rick understands how to use the legal system. If Elizabeth shows up missing, he's gonna come after you with everything he has.
Not if I'm holding his wife.
Rick knows that you're not gonna hurt Elizabeth.
Nothing's off limits anymore, Jason.
That's not what you taught me.
Things are
Sonny.
different.
We don't go after families.
So where's Carly? Where's my unborn child? Why is Michael so upset he can barely talk? Rick changed the rules. I'm not going to act like he didn't.
Sonny, Elizabeth's innocent. Rick's the one who's been lying to her this whole time.
Rick needs to be afraid for somebody he loves.
I'm just saying that's not going to help Carly.
I want him to wake up in the middle of the night to think about what he could have done differently. What he missed. How he allowed his wife to be stolen. Why he wasn't paying attention.
I just think that taking Elizabeth is going to make things worse right now.
Well, that's going to be worse. Because if Rick wants to see his wife again, he's got to bring mine home.
It's over, all right? You won.
Give me a cell phone.
I just hope you haven't done anything to hurt the baby.
Call Sonny.
No, you know that can't. Once I leave you, you'll never see me again.
I'm gonna leave now.
Carly, I'm sorry that it worked out this way.
Get out!
You're not gonna have to fight anymore, all right? Yeah, Carly. She's ready for you. Yeah, I'll be right there. You know, I'm really concerned about her. Poor woman disappeared without a trace. Yeah, well, the media isn't helping. Yeah, who knows about such things? Well, make yourself comfortable. You know what, I think I'm going to get a little air. Yeah, please.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Call my husband.
You're Carly Corinthos.
Call Sonny, please.
Like, we need to get you back in the room.
Call my husband. Tell him you found his wife.
Yes, I will. I'll take care of everything. Get up here. Get up.
The man who brought me here, he kidnapped me. Do you understand me?
Yes, please. Let me take care of you.
He's trying to steal my baby.
Look, you need to lie still.
Just call my husband. He'll pay you whatever you want.
Look, I know. The reward is $3 million. Right now, I'm much more concerned about your health and the health of your child.
Just tell me. How much do you want? You'll never have to see another patient.
Look, we
again.
need to get you stabilized. So when's the last time you ate?
I will eat when my husband gets here.
You've been through a
Just
horrible
call him at
ordeal, but it's over now.
555-1413.
It's over. It's over.
Call
You're
him.
safe.
Will you call him?
Of course. Of course.
I'll do anything to get my wife and baby back.
Sonny,
Did you find her?
look, no one's home at Lansing's.
Did you search the place?
We can't get inside.
Tear down the door.
Not without probable cause.
He has my wife, Mac.
I don't have enough evidence to support a search. Look, do you have anything else I can pitch to a judge?
I should have never brought the cops into this.
Look, I can bring Rick in for questioning, but that's about it.
That isn't good enough.
Sonny,
Daddy! Daddy!
Michael had a nightmare. Is the baby all right?
You're a very lucky woman.
What about the baby?
And the baby's fine. And so are you. But you're dehydrated. And you need food.
I'll eat when my husband gets here.
I'll contact him right away.
No.
No. It's vitamins for the baby.
No.
Look, you haven't been eating. Let me give you this injection. We'll start an IV and we'll wait for your husband to get here.
You will call him.
Of course. Please let me help your baby.
Okay. It's okay, sweetie. It's okay. We're going home. Sonny. Sonny, you're here.
This. But not to Elizabeth.
Okay, but what if you're wrong, Jason? What if Sonny expects you to grab Elizabeth? What are you gonna do?
Oh. Michael wants to sit up for a while.
Hey, kiddo. You're turning into a night owl, aren't you?
You want some juice, milk?
All I really want is my mom.
No.
Mrs. Corinthos. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Michael's almost asleep.
Okay.
He says that he wants you to sing to him like Carly does.
Sure.
We're not going to go after Elizabeth.
I knew you'd change your mind.
We'd be no better than Lansing. I'm upstairs with Michael. He asked me why Rick hates Carly. I said that he hates me. So then he asked me why Rick didn't kidnap me instead of Carly. And I said, because, Rick's a coward. We're better than that.
We're gonna find her.
He hasn't killed her already.
He won't. She's too valuable to him.
I should have let you take care of him at Martha's Vineyard. I sacrificed my wife, my unborn child for my brother.
You were trying to.
I risked my wife.
We're gonna find her, Sonny.
You search Rick's place?
Elizabeth showed up and pulled a gun on me.
Pull the gun. I don't think Elizabeth would help Rick kidnap.
No, she wouldn't, but she's not gonna face what Rick is doing.
Everything else all right with the house? Or what else?
The power went out as I was leaving.
That's kind of strange.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was some kind of sign. From Carly, and I went back in to check it out, and that's when Elizabeth showed up with the gun.
Somebody has to be helping Rick hide her.
I think you're right.
There's no way Rick could pull this off without a partner. How are you feeling?
You're Alcazar's brother. What did you do to that doctor? Did you kill him? Or did you pay him off?
Does it matter?
So you've been working with Rick from the start, huh?
I realize it must seem like that.
So you're not partners?
No, not at all.
What are you doing here?
Think of me as an interested party.
So he figured out what Rick was doing and now you're blackmailing him?
Something like that.
You could take me home to Sonny.
Possibly.
I mean, if you do that, Sonny, he will owe you, and he always repays his debts.
That's certainly his reputation.
But Rick Lansing, I mean, didn't he steal a whole bunch of money from your brother?
That's my understanding.
I mean, he's crazy. He's really crazy. Look at this place. It's complete with monitors. He's sick. I mean, I could just sit in here and watch everything that's going on outside.
It does seem unkind.
I mean, God knows what else he's done. For all we know, he may not let you out of here either.
I'm willing to take my chances.
I don't recommend it. Rick's a liar. He's getting crazier by the second.
You're very persuasive. I like that.
Look. Sonny will figure it out, and he will come find me. Probably really soon, so... He's gonna kill who's ever working with Rick, so you have a choice here. You can be a hero, and you can take me home to Sonny right now. Or you team up with Rick and die.
I don't know. I don't buy that Rick is working with Alcazar.
Why not?
Okay, because Michael saw Rick take Carly. Just Rick, right? Alone. Now, why would he take that kind of chance if he's working with Alcazar? Why not just get a couple of Alcazar's guys to do the job?
We don't know what Michael saw, Jason.
You don't believe that Rick has Carly?
All I know is my wife is gone. She's vanished into thin air. The two main suspects are a drug smuggler who will kill Carly the second she makes trouble for him, and Rick, my brother, who you claim is a whack job out for revenge.
You know Rick hates you.
Yeah, well, I know he used to hate me, and I know he's tried to make peace.
Sonny, he's lying to you.
See, that's anger talking. You're letting this thing with hold on. You're letting this thing with Rick get way too personal. It's clouding your judgment. I need you to stay professional. Because my wife and my baby are gone. I got a son upstairs who can barely get to sleep. He's so scared. He'll say anything because he's so desperate to bring his mother home. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm desperate, too. I wanted to believe Michael so bad, I was willing to go to Elizabeth. And, you know, a woman who's never done anything to me except marry my brother. Now, maybe, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe Rick is my enemy, or maybe he's just, you know, wants to live his life, start over, like he claims. It's not his fault that his brother is a gangster who didn't have the sense to put a guard on his pregnant wife. Carly should have never been alone, even at your wedding. I knew that. Why didn't I know that? Something could have happened to the baby. That's one thing that Carly fears the most, is something's gonna happen to her child. Now she's trapped out there somewhere. I don't know how to find her. I don't even know where to start. So, when you tell me it's Rick, you better be damn sure you know. Or it's not just because you think he's a slime and you hate him.
It's Rick.
Alone?
Has to be.
You're a businessman like my husband. Rick is nuts. Why would you want to invest in something like this?
She's on the floor in the living room.
Oh, in plain view where Elizabeth could see it. You're getting sloppy. Because you're nuts.
You'll feel better once you've eaten.
Not a chance.
She's refusing to eat.
She'll come around.
I wouldn't be so sure.
What did she promise you?
We had a very interesting conversation.
You know, if you go to Sonny, I will tell him that you forced me into this.
That's the best you can do.
He's my brother. You look for any excuse not to kill me. You, on the other hand, are a convenient scapegoat.
Sonny knows I would never kidnap his wife. As far as the baby, why would I care? And Carly will corroborate my story. Did you cover all that in law school?
Don't underestimate me.
Luis always thought you were in over your head. Maybe he was right. Thanks for helping out.
Night.
Ain't about the rape thing.
Yeah, no, that was your call, not mine.
Thanks.
Do you remember when you asked me for a baby brother or baby sister? Yeah?
Yeah?
Well, you're gonna get your wish.
We're having a baby.
For real?
For real?
Yeah, for real.
When?
Sometime in November.
It's far away.
Well, it's not that far away, and it's gonna get here before you even know it.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay, put your hand right here at Mommy's tummy. Guess what?
Feel that?
What? That's the baby.
Can I talk to it?
Of course you can.
Hello, baby.
She's talking back. Come here. So disgusting. I have to get to the gallery.
No, probably. It's probably.
What's Faith doing here?
Listen to me. You can't hang around my house. We were never friends. We slept together one time, and that was a huge mistake.
It's an unkind thing to say.
I cannot stand the sight of you. Now get out of here.
Pushing you away would be a big mistake.
Commissioner, how can I help you?
I have a few questions about the disappearance of Carly Corinthos.
Yeah, it's about time you showed up.
Well, I'll answer any questions that you need. Please, come in. Commissioner, before we get started, I just have one question. Do you have a warrant?
I don't want to search the place. At least not yet. Just have a few questions.
Well, let me see if I can help you out. Where was I the night that Carly was kidnapped? I was in bed with my wife. When was the last time I remember seeing Carly? Well, I don't know. A while, I guess. Do I know anybody who might have done this? Aside from Sonny and Jason, no. And, of course, the last question, is my vendetta still on with my brother? No, it isn't. Any more questions?
You're a little defensive, aren't you?
Tired of being harassed.
What happened to your air conditioner?
Blew out.
Is Elizabeth around?
No, she isn't. She won't be back for some time, but if you want to question her, I'm afraid I'm going to have to go down and file charges for harassment at your police station, like you.
Elizabeth is your alibi.
Yes, and she's already given her statement. Is there anything else?
We may have another eyewitness.
Really? Who's that?
Oh, my God, don't tell him about Michael.
What, did one of Sonny's thugs decide to come forward?
Actually, it's Michael Corinthos. The boy was so traumatized he couldn't talk for a while, but now he can.
So that's all you have is the testimony of a supposedly traumatized 6-year-old?
That's right.
Well, if you had any hard evidence, I would imagine that I'd be under arrest. But since you don't, I'd appreciate it if you'd leave.
We're just trying to figure out what happened, that's all.
Maybe I can help. 5 families have been concerned about Sonny for some time.
That isn't exactly classified information.
Yes, well, it's a lot easier for them to operate when he's distracted. So maybe that's why Carly disappeared.
Can you be more specific?
I'd start with Sammy Tagliotti.
Yeah, maybe Mrs. Roscoe's right. Maybe. Well, the 5 families have targeted Sonny before him. All I know for sure is that I had nothing to do with Carla's disappearance.
Thanks for your time.
They're closing in on you, Rick. And you know it. Michael saw you, and there's no way you can shut him up, and Sonny will do anything to protect our little boy.
I just saved you.
No, you didn't.
Can't you even say thank you?
Stop, okay?
Where'd you get this?
You know what? You need to leave now.
Can't you even thank me? I mean, I just saved you with the commissioner.
No, the last thing I feel for you is gratitude, okay? Get it through your head. I am in love with my wife. I don't need you anymore.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Really?
Don't speak to me that way.
Well, then stop following me around.
You know what? I was just here to help you. The police are after you. Sonny and Jason are after you. You don't have a prayer without me.
Nice work, Faith. You're out of your mind, but you know what you're doing. Return of the cuckoo bird. Don't even think about going after Michael because Sonny will kill you to protect him.
Never mind, Michael. Come on, eat.
I'm not hungry.
Well, I bet your baby is.
I'm sure you're right.
You think you could feel hunger?
Yes, he can.
Why would you want to starve your own child from the inside?
Don't worry about my baby. You need to worry about Elizabeth because I'm sure she's going to go pretty fast.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, Faith's grandmother did. I'm pretty sure. So did the shooter. Courtney saw the whole thing at the Port Charles Grill. Whoosh! She was dead just like that.
Whatever you're trying to pull, that's not going to work.
All right. Faith stopped by.
When?
She poisoned the lemonade.
No, she didn't.
Why do you think she had her hands all over you, Rick? I mean, you're really not that cute. Most women can resist you except Faith. Why is that? I don't know. Where are your house keys, by the way? Oh, she stole them. Didn't even notice, did you?
No, I came in through the garage.
Yeah, coming on to you to pick your pocket is the oldest trick in the book besides poisoning someone. If you want to save Elizabeth, now would be the time to do it.
I'm supposed to open the door, stop Elizabeth from drinking. While you scream your head off, is that the idea?
Yeah, you need to do it right now, Rick, unless you want to watch Elizabeth die.
Rick claims he had nothing to do with Carly's kidnapping.
Did you expect him to make a full confession when you asked him to?
You've got nothing in the way of evidence to back up your
What are you
claims,
talking
Sonny.
about? Michael said he saw Rick take Carly.
No, Michael heard you say Rick took Carly. He's obviously repeating what he thinks you wanted
obviously
to say.
he's telling the truth, Mac.
Rick has an alibi, his wife. He couldn't be in two places at one time. It won't fly in court.
I don't give a damn what's legal. I want my wife back. She's a prisoner. She's in danger, Mac.
We're looking into it, Sonny.
Do you happen to tell Rick that Michael saw him?
Yes, I did.
Now, why would you do that? What happens if Rick takes Michael
I
now,
don't think
Mac?
Rick did this, Jason.
What if you're wrong?
Don't do anything.
No,
Sonny, don't take the law in your own hands. Scott's waiting for you to do this. He'll nail you so fast.
You don't want me to take the law into my own hands, Mac, then you got to tell me what the cops are doing to find my wife.
Faith was at Rick's, all right? She heard rumblings that one of the 5 families might be involved in Carly's kidnapping.
Oh, so you think Faith is a reliable witness? Is that what?
It's
what you're
worth
trying to say?
investigating,
Then
yes.
you go investigate that.
I'm warning you, Sonny.
I got your warning, Mac.
The 5 families didn't do this.
Right.
If they did, they'd be holding Carly for leverage. Michael's right. It's Rick.
Are you willing to bet Carly's life on that?
Sonny, don't say that.
We got nothing except what a scared little boy thinks he remembers. What if he's wrong?
Why are you just standing there? Your wife is about to drink poison.
Gotta hand it to you, Carly. You're very convincing.
I swear. Rick, Faith put white powder in the lemonade. I saw her.
No, I'm just gonna have to take my chances, aren't I?
With Elizabeth's life.
Oh, you're lying. When the minute I open that door, you're gonna scream your head off.
Oh, my God. She's gonna die, Rick. Just like Catherine.
No, Elizabeth! Listen. No, sweetheart, no, stay with me. Stay with me, come on. Please, Elizabeth, stay with me. Elizabeth, honey, please stay with me. Come on, sweetheart. My wife has collapsed. I think she drank some kind of a poison. I can't revive her. We're at 55 Cherry Lane. Yeah, hurry. Okay, sweetheart. Help is on the way. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Listen to me. If you can hear the sound of my voice, I need you to stay with me, all right? Come on, I can't lose you.
Sure, Letitia packed his life jacket because I know he's going to want to go swimming and I don't want to pack him one that's too big.
Yeah, okay. I'll take care of it.
All right.
You sure you want to send Michael to the island? He might feel a little more secure if he stays.
I don't
home.
want him living here like a prisoner. He's going to be safe there. He can have fun. Maybe he can remember more.
He remembers that Rick took Carly. What more is there, Sonny?
Jason, I know you don't want to believe this, but maybe, there is a chance that he's just repeating what you said. I mean, Hey.
I don't want to go without Mommy. When's Mommy coming home?
Sweetie, your daddy and Jason are still trying to find her.
Rick took Mommy. Can't you make him bring Mommy back?
Come here. Sit over there. Okay. We're doing everything we can, okay, to try to find Mommy. I need you to go to the island so you can work on remembering.
But I did that.
Maybe you can remember more.
I don't know how.
Sometimes when you go to a different place, you know, and you see different things, and you rest a little bit, sometimes your mind gets, you know, rested and you're able to remember. I just need you to go to the island with the teacher. You're gonna have fun, do whatever you want, and you say a prayer for Mommy, okay, at night.
And the new baby, too.
Yeah, and our new baby, too. And you don't forget to pray to keep Mommy safe. And I promise you, I will do everything I can to bring her home.
I can do that.
I know you can. I'm gonna call you, okay? And I'm gonna call you to say goodnight, all right?
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, champ.
All right, come on, buddy. Letitia's waiting to come and walk you down, all right?
Said just let me go.
Conducting business in front of the kiddies now?
Not another word, Faith.
Let's go, buddy.
Combination you don't see every day. Stone cold killer and devoted babysitter.
Jason he's gonna come right back after he drops off Michael. You can either answer me now or you can wait for Jason to do his work.
No need to threaten me.
I heard you told the commissioner that you thought the 5 families grabbed Carly.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's not true. The 5 families had nothing to do with grabbing Carly. But you know who did, don't you?
Is she gonna be all right?
We're gonna stabilize her and get her to General Hospital. The doctor can fill you in when you get there.
Okay, I'm gonna ride along in the ambulance with you.
So there's no room. You'll have to take your own car, okay?
Don't get any bright ideas, okay? Elizabeth can hear you.
That's the first thing out of your mouth? How about I am so worried my wife might die?
She won't.
How can you be so sure? You stood by, Rick, and you watched your wife drink poison. You want to get your hands on my baby so badly that you risk Elizabeth's life
you were lying.
to do it? You know that Faith has poisoned 2 people. Like you so much for the devoted family, man.
Shut up!
You love her so much, huh? Rick, if she dies, you're gonna need me. You're gonna need me to testify so I can save you.
No, she's not gonna die. She's gonna recover.
You hope. Yeah, you hope. But Faith is still gonna come after her. And you're gonna need me to testify so they can send Faith to jail.
Don't worry about Faith. I'll take care of her.
Why go out of your way to lie to the police?
Well, Mac wants to pin Carly's disappearance on Rick. So do you, so does Jason. Everybody is against him.
Well, Rick hates my guts. He's a logical suspect.
Well, he may be your brother, but you sure as hell don't know him. He is smart and complicated and capable of more than you ever dreamed of. He's thoughtful and passionate and fiercely protective of the people he cares about. He deserves your respect.
My God, you're actually falling for him.
What if I am?
Well, he's married for one thing. You probably don't care about that, though, right?
Well, it won't last. See, Elizabeth doesn't have what he needs, and I do. And one day he's going to see that. Won't that be ironic? I could end up being your sister-in-law.
Wouldn't Rick have to agree first?
You're protecting Rick. You know he's got Carly. And you're covering.
No.
Yeah.
I don't have a clue where Carly is, and neither does Rick. What is your plan, Sonny? Are you gonna kill me and Rick and half the town in your desperate search to find your wife? The tables have really turned, haven't they? Whoever has taken Carly has brought the great Sonny Corinthos to his knees.
You want to know what my plan is, huh? You want to know what my plan is? I'm going to tell you what my plan is. I'm going to have Max take you over to the safe house, all right? And then you're going to tell me everything you know.
Okay, Sonny. Come on, don't do this. This is exactly what Max said Scott is waiting for.
Like a light switch, isn't he? One second he's sane, the next he's crazy.
Yeah, you better leave while you can.
She's lying to the cops. She doesn't know anything. Just to score points for Rick.
So do you believe Michael? Do you think Rick took Carly?
You know what? We searched Rick's house. Elizabeth swore she was with him all night. So that means that he hired somebody else to take her. But Michael says he saw Rick at the church.
So Elizabeth's lying.
Or Michael is just saying what we want to hear, and I'm wasting my time looking in the wrong place.
Tisha took Michael to the toy store. She's gonna get him a new boogie board and some new sand toys, anything to make it easier for him to go to the island.
I know you don't like the idea of sending him away.
That's Sonny's choice. At least he'll be safe from Rick down there. What happened with Faith?
God. Faith says she has no idea what happened to Carly. And then she kept goading Sonny until he threatened to drag her off to some safe house. And she took off, and Sonny hasn't spoken much since.
Is he okay?
I don't know, Jason. I mean, he's thinking that maybe Rick didn't take Carly after all.
Okay. Michael saw Rick take Carly.
Yeah, but Elizabeth swears that Rick was with her all night.
I know that she isn't lying, but Michael said he saw Rick take Carly, and that's what happened.
What's up? I'm gonna go out.
You want me to go?
No, I need to do this on my own.
Wait, he's not gonna go after Faith, is he?
I doubt it. Face a dead end.
God, you know, everybody thinks that Sonny is so tough and invulnerable, but if anything happened to Carly...
Carly is a survivor. The more scared she gets, the harder she fights. And she's gonna hold on as long as she has to.
Faith, you got my message.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. I just wanted to talk. Come on in.
It's hot in here.
Yeah, I know. The air conditioning's still broke.
Where's Elizabeth?
She's working on her art opening stuff. Haven't seen her all day. Speaking of that, I want your word that you're not going to go anywhere near the opening.
No, I have no interest in your wife's creative impulses.
That's not an answer.
I will stay away from her 15 minutes of fame, okay?
Okay.
I thought you didn't like lemonade.
No, I don't. I just
so hot in here, I'm really thirsty.
What are you up to?
Cheers.
Bolton.
Get out of here, Corinthos. I'm busy.
Not too busy for what I got to say.
You gonna say it to me, or you got a whole camera crew coming in for one of your impromptu press conferences?
Are you going to listen or are you going to keep jabbering?
I don't know. What's the point of listening to you? Every time I bring you in here, you got a whole slew of lawyers to get you out. So, you know what? I'm wasting my time on you.
Cheer up, Baldwin. I'm about to turn this into the day of your dreams.
Cover. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, will be appointed for you.
My men have been searching for Carly since the day she disappeared. No trace of her.
Tell me something I don't already know.
I need help. And I know you're not going to give it to me unless, I give you something in return.
What have you got that I want?
Information.
What kind?
If you agree to use all your resources, calling the feds, bringing the forensics people to find my wife, I will admit to every offense that I can think of. In writing, I will sign it.
That's an awfully long list. You serious?
I want my wife and child safe, no matter what it takes.
You got yourself a deal.
What happened?
I was afraid.
Mrs. Roscoe admitted to poisoning Elizabeth Weber. The victim lived, so we're charging her with attempted murder.
All of his misunderstanding.
Where's Sonny?
Interrogation room.
I'm not going to sign anything until you bring Carly to me,
Oh, hiya, Jason. Your boss isn't going anywhere.
Can I speak to him alone?
Sure. See why not? I'm gonna go check an update on the search for Carly.
What kind of deal did you offer Scott?
When the cops find Carly, I'm going to sign a complete confession, and I'm going to go to prison for racketeering.
What? Sonny, this is wrong.
I want my wife back.
What are you doing?
I'm glad Rick was so thorough making sure you have every comfort. Unfortunately, I need more.
More of what? What do you want?
I'm putting together a little present for your husband. I don't move. You don't want to endanger the baby.
Get away from her.
We need more than guns and money to find Carly. We need technology. We need forensic specialists.
No, Rick has Carly. Michael told us. All we got to do now is get Rick to
I
talk,
understand
Sonny.
why you hate Rick. He's a snake. He went after Carly. He went after Courtney. He lied about a lot
Michael
of things.
saw Rick take Carly.
Michael's is repeating what he heard you say.
No, he's not. He's telling the truth.
Then why didn't you find Carly? You searched the house? You didn't come up with not even
What
a shred of...
about the lights? The lights went off. I was leaving. That could mean something.
You got to let go of this hatred you have with Rick, Jason, for Carly's sake. The one with the motive, the one with the means is Alcazar. And if he has her, she could be anywhere around the world. If I want to find her, I have to cooperate with the feds.
And what if you're wrong? What if it was Rick, and you don't want to see it because Rick's your brother?
This has nothing to do with Rick being my brother.
And we let him go.
This has nothing to do with Rick being my brother. I'm dealing with facts right now. And I gotta find Carly my way, and I expect you to respect my decision.
I won't eat it. I already told you I'll starve first.
If necessary, I can have her moved to a private clinic, strapped to a bed, and fed intravenously. Imagine it'd be unpleasant and distressing for everyone involved, but it'll keep her healthy.
Is that what you want?
Much better.
You know, when I...
Better job of keeping her under control.
Yeah, when I gave you a remote to that panic room, it did not give you carte blanche to come and go anytime you feel like it. Now, my wife, the police, and Sonny have no idea she is in there. They have come to this house, they've repeatedly searched it, and they've come up with nothing. Now, unless you're trying to bring them back here to search it again, I would suggest you stay the hell away from Carly and you let me handle her.
I got a better way to distract the police. I'll give them someplace else to look for Carly.
You want me to go?
Look at that. You ate. Good. Sure you feel better.
Probably can't say the same for you, though, huh, Rick? You know, because you're about to lose control of this situation if you haven't already.
It's an advantage to me because it draws suspicion away from me.
Oh. But you worked with Alcazar's brother once before, right? How many years did you waste in that prison cell in South America for that mistake? You're in over your head, Rick, and the only way out of this for you now is to ask for Sonny's mercy.
Oh, yeah, that'll work.
Well, your plan's not going to work. I mean, tell me, how are you supposed to really give my baby to Elizabeth? It won't work. Don't you know that the only way out of this with your life is to take me back to Sonny right now? Tell him the truth, Rick. Tell him. Tell him that you blame him for Elizabeth losing the baby, and that you were so struck with grief that it made you crazy enough to want his child. Just tell him he will understand that you were sick. He'll understand that you made a mistake and that Alcazar took full advantage of the situation. Come on. Rick, ask your brother for mercy. And we know he doesn't want to kill you. You need to do that before Alcazar's gonna take over. Rick, come on. I mean, you need to do something. Just go to Sonny. Tell him before. Come on. Tell him before you lose everything that you could love. Rick, this is crazy.
They told me I had a visitor you weren't who I had in mind.
Listen to me. Lansing set you up. For the cops, you don't owe him anything.
What do you want?
You've been following Rick. Probably working for him, and you know he has Carly. Where?
We don't have enough evidence to get a warrant to search Lansing's property.
Are you telling me it's a waste of time, Nick?
We've got zero proof that Rick took Carly. I questioned Elizabeth. She said that Rick was with her the whole night when Carly was abducted.
You know, Michael said that Rick took her. So I don't know what else you want me to do here.
Sonny, I know you want to believe your son, but he's just a little boy. He's been traumatized. He didn't come up with Rick as the abductor until days after she was taken.
You think he's saying what I want to hear?
Yeah, I do.
So do I.
Well, you're not from forensics, so what do you jokers want?
This is Attorney Baldwin. I'm Agent Brown, my partner's Agent Fox. We're here to take possession of a suspect you have in custody.
You spent enough time stalking Rick. You've been in and out of his house. Now you're going to tell me, where did Rick take Carly?
You know what? I know how much Rick hates Sonny, so at first I thought he took Carly too, but he didn't.
You know it's a bad idea to lie to me.
I'm not, okay? Rick is all about his sappy little wife right now. What will make Elizabeth happy, being good enough for Elizabeth. He didn't take Carly. He's too busy trying to qualify for Husband of the Year right now.
There's no way you two come trotting in here and take over my case. Not gonna happen.
This is from Washington. It's legal, cannot be appealed. I advise you to cooperate or face arrest for obstruction and violation of the National Security Act.
I don't trust Baldwin. All he wants to do is put me in prison. He can care less if Carly's found. I want proof, Mac, that the feds are called in and that Alcazar and every piece of real estate he owns is under surveillance.
The G-men are here.
Commissioner Agent Brown, this has just now become a federal matter. Sir, you need to leave.
Fine. It's all yours.
Hi. I assume D.A. Baldwin has filled you in on the deal that I'm offering. If you find my wife, I will sign a full confession and plead guilty to racketeering and RICO violations.
The Bureau is not interested in your damn deal. Now, we have one of our own that we'd like to discuss.
I understand why everyone in Sonny's family hates her.
Luis Alcazar was under some kind of federal protection. His brother probably too, but look, he took my wife. I'll do whatever I need to do to get her back.
Luis Alcazar was useful to us. His brother Lorenzo, on the other hand, he's an embarrassment. We need to remove him as soon as possible. And you're in a position to help.
I'm listening.
You're of no use to us in jail. You're just a drain on the taxpayers' money. So the deal you made with D.A. Baldwin is now null and void.
No, what are you talking about? This is your chance to lock him up and throw away the key.
I want you to conduct your business as usual. All your business. Alcazar is motivated to deal with you. We're aware that he's reached out to you in the past, and you've refused to negotiate. Now, we will find your wife. If you reach an agreement with Alcazar, and honor it.
You want me to move drugs?
We want you to establish a business relationship with Alcazar so that you can position one of my people to spy on him.
I'm glad to be rid of Lansing. He must be off visiting his wife.
You took my hair so you could send Sonny and the police on a wild goose chase, didn't you? That way they'd think I was someplace else.
You're a smart lady. As we speak, strands of your hair are being left on a rented plane on its way to Caracas, where a friend of mine runs an armed compound. A beautiful blonde woman will surface there under heavy guard. So the focus for you will switch to South America. Meanwhile, you'll be here the whole time, safe and sound.
Why are you doing this? You say you're a businessman, so why do you want to help this lunatic who's bent on revenge?
Lansing's not a lunatic, he's a romantic. He's convinced himself he's doing this out of the love for a woman. There's a terrible weakness, devotion to one woman. It brought my brother down, made him a fool. Easy prey for Sonny.
Alexis Davis killed your brother.
The Davis woman may have been the actual murder, but Luis died because Brenda left him to warn Sonny. And he couldn't accept it. He never got over it. Terrible waste. Although, to be honest with you, I can run the business more efficiently alone.
Okay, then make a business decision. Call Sonny. Call him right now, tell him you have me, and make a deal.
A loving brother would avenge Luis's death no matter what the cost. While a true businessman would deal with anyone if it works to his advantage.
But you just said that Luis was a fool, and that the business is better off without him.
And that's true. But I'll tell you a secret. I love my brother. And I want Sonny to pay for his death.
All right, let me get this straight. You want me to act like it doesn't matter that my wife has vanished, right? You want me to cut a deal with Lorenzo Alcazar. You want to bring one of your operatives to the meetings. You want me to position the guy to get access to Alcazar. And then your guy, your agent, is going to wear a wire, and he's going to get whatever evidence he can to bring down Alcazar.
And in return, the finest forensics team available will be assigned to your wife's case. We'll figure out where she is, and we will bring her back.
Okay, what do you want me to sign?
Nothing.
Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding.
Okay, you know what? You can bring your guy into my organization.
It's me. He's agreed.
This is never gonna work. Take his confession, lock him up.
Mr. Baldwin, you are in the way. This is a federal matter. It does not concern you.
He will double-cross you. He'll walk away. He always does.
Mr. Baldwin, the Bureau appreciates your cooperation, sir.
Well, good for the Bureau.
So we have a deal. We'll find your wife, and you will help us remove Lorenzo Alcazar.
Agreed.
And I think it's time for you to meet your new partner. Mrs. Roscoe has agreed to pose as your mistress.
Did I surprise you?
A little.
I suppose that makes sense. Rick and Sonny are certainly no shining example. But most brothers love each other, despite their differences.
Well, then, Luis must have loved you, too.
He did, in his way.
Then maybe he wouldn't want you to, trash your life the way that he did his own.
Mrs. Corinthos, I didn't know you cared.
Come on. I mean, you seem like a fairly decent human being, considering. I mean, you don't have that cold, dead look in your eye like Rick sometimes does. I think that maybe somewhere in there is a person who can learn from a bad example.
I have no intention of wasting my life or losing it for that matter. You may equate Sonny's anger with the wrath of God, but I do not. I want revenge. But I plan on making a small fortune off your husband's territory in the process.
You won't do it if you team up with Rick.
Tell me where Carly is, I'm gonna snap your...
Howdy, partner.
Okay, let me get this straight. The Bureau expects me to act like I'm supposed to touch this tramp with a 10-foot pole?
I'm really not all that bad once you get to know me.
That's not gonna happen.
Oh, come on, lighten up. It'll be fun. You gonna wine and dine me? Shower me with expensive presents, something befitting the mistress of Sonny Corinthos.
Is this the best the FBI can do? This lying two-bit tramp?
Is name-calling really necessary?
What are we talking about here? Is this the high-tech strategy that's supposed to locate my pregnant wife?
Not directly. You're going to position Faith to spy on Alcazar.
In other words, play nice with me. Or else.
You see, so I know Rick. I've experienced him firsthand. And underneath that Harvard polish, he is certifiable. Look, this house, this whole room, his whole reason for being right now is to steal my unborn child. And does that sound rational to you?
What motivates Rick is unimportant to me.
Oh, I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. You were way too smart. What is the first rule of survival? Know your opponent. Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies closer.
You're quite the philosopher, aren't you?
Look, if you want a partner, don't you want somebody who can see clear enough to keep a clear head, keep it straight, and not have tunnel vision? Rick has tunnel vision with Sonny. I mean, everything for him is about revenge.
And why would I find that objectionable?
Because he's going to mess things up for you. He's going to make trouble for you. Come on, listen. Listen to this. Rick's latest accusation is that Sonny pushed his wife, a pregnant woman, down a flight of stairs. Is that sound like something Sonny would do?
Not really.
No, not at all. But it's got Rick written all over it. And if you want to get back at Sonny, there are smarter, less risky ways to do it.
Smarter than sitting back while his brother steals his child and kidnaps his wife? That I'd like to hear.
It's simple. You pretend to hook up with Faith. It's nice and public. Talk of the town. Then you dump her.
No problem there.
Faith gets mad. The whole woman scorn thing. She decides to pay you back. She approaches Alcazar about a partnership to take you down.
Go on.
Alcazar does his homework. He learns that Faith has mob credentials and that she is seriously into payback. She folds into his organization and feeds us information.
Okay, I don't care about any of this. Get the card.
In the meantime, the agency's forensics team will be using state-of-the-art technology to find your wife, as you requested. Now, that is the deal. Take it or leave it. You have 10 minutes to decide.
So, I guess the burning question is this. Do you love Carly enough to pretend to be attracted to me?
You think this is a good idea?
It's brilliant.
You really are insane.
Well, possibly, but I wouldn't point fingers if I were you.
Why would I throw in with a double-crossing slut like you?
I've changed.
Yeah, you've changed? Not that I can see.
Well, let's say I'm highly motivated now. One could even say driven. That's a powerful asset to have in a partner.
Not if what drives you is seeing me dead or ruined.
I told you. That's old news. My priorities have changed, okay? Not that I didn't have issues with you, but let's just say my issues with going to prison are more profound.
What do you mean prison?
I have a deal of my own. See, I wear a wire on Alcazar, or I do hard time.
Why?
That is not important.
Why?
Because I tried to poison Elizabeth's lemonade. Can you believe that chick? She drinks lemonade.
Well, more proof that you're a whack job. You can't be trusted.
It was love. Sonny, you can understand that, can't you? Yeah, I foolishly lost my heart to your brother. But Rick didn't appreciate what he could have had. He was too busy trying to be worthy of his child bride. Now, as far as my vendetta goes against you, I'm over that. Bygones. As long as I stay out of prison.
Well, that's how you feel today, but tomorrow, hell, in 15 minutes, you could change your mind. Stab me in the back.
Uh-huh. So you're afraid of me now?
No, I'm not. You know what? I don't care about you now. I just want to find my wife.
Well, you heard the man. I'm the way to do it.
Only if I accept the agency's offer.
Fine. What can I do to inspire your confidence? Would you like a little couples counseling? Maybe we could talk to a priest. Or maybe we could practice. Want to go on a trial date?
You made a decision?
Yeah, I have. No deal. Excuse me.
What now? I'm filing charges against Jason Morgan here. Attempted murder, aggravated assault, breaking and entering.
Would you please do something?
Morgan attacked Mr. Lansing at the hospital. There are plenty of witnesses.
Okay, I need a minute with my brother alone.
Sonny would do anything for me and the baby. You could trade us. And in return, Sonny could let you run drugs through Port Charles. Think about it. You get piles of money and you get to humiliate Sonny in the process. Sonny would just hate having to open his territory to you.
Who considered that option? I admit it has its appeal.
So you get everything you want. You get money, you get revenge.
But the beautiful part about the situation is I have time. Your baby isn't due until November. As far as Lansing goes, sane or insane, he's irrelevant. He's not in control. I am. You may believe we're in a partnership. He's a means to an end. No more significant to me than the tailor who does my suits. Actually, I have a harder time replacing my tailor.
Do you know why Sonny and Rick have this issue? Rick hates him because of some Something that happened in childhood. I mean, did you have children? Lorenzo, or nieces, or nephews, or anything? It doesn't matter. I mean, we were all children. You were even a child once. Children get mad, right? They throw temper tantrums, and this is what it's all about for Rick. His whole vendetta is about a little boy who threw a temper tantrum.
About what?
Nothing good, Elizabeth.
Is Rick expected home soon?
You didn't answer my question. Exactly what do you want with my husband?
Look, for the 1,000th time, I don't know where Carly is. I didn't take her, and I don't know who did.
I believe you.
Come again?
In spite of all the lies you've told me in the past, I believe you.
When did this sudden change occur?
Well, you have a wife, a future, and no man in his right mind would sacrifice all that to continue a fight he's not going to win.
Your arrogance is astounding. You know, I could have beaten you if I wanted to. I understand.
Almost isn't good enough, but that's not the point. I have a family, too. And that includes Jason. Ever since Carly's disappearance, it's been hell on all of us. We finally caught up to him today. You happened to be there. In the spirit of cooperation, I'm asking you to drop the charges against Jason.
Right, so he can come after me again, harass my wife, and break into my house?
I give you my word. If you do this for me, Jason will never come after you again.
Jason, look, I know that you're afraid for Carly, but attacking Rick in public, that is not going to bring her
He's
back.
lucky I didn't try to kill him.
You're scaring me, Jason. Do you want to go to jail?
All right. Look, you got a reprieve. At the brother's request, I'm dropping all the charges, but I am filing a restraining order. If you come 20 yards within my wife, my house, my car, anything like that, you will be tried, convicted, and you will be put in jail. Do you understand me, Jason? Is that clear? Hey, is that clear?
It's clear, Rick.
Commissioner, I'd like to get the order in place so I can get home with my wife. I'm going to hold off on the pending charges. For now.
Uncuff him. You know, next time, work out your family squabbles on your own time and leave the department out of it.
Thank you, Sonny. Whatever you said works. Let's get out of here.
Can I get a minute with him?
Yeah.
Won't be long.
Okay, I'll be at the club. Just come find me when you're done.
I lost it. It won't happen again.
Yeah, I know, because you're going to leave Rick alone.
And
from
next time, he
Carolina.
won't even see me come.
You're not listening to me. This is an order. You stay away from Rick.
So you're ordering me not to look for Carly?
That's not what I
Then
said.
how am I supposed to find her if you put her kidnapper off limits?
We don't know for sure. Rick took her.
I know, because Michael told us, and he's not going to lie to us. Rick took your wife and your unborn child. Why'd you see it?
Okay, I'm gonna ignore that because obviously you're not thinking clearly. Otherwise, you wouldn't have jumped on Rick like you did.
I understand this guy's your brother, and you don't want to take out your flesh and blood, but that's why I'm here, so let me do my job.
You're not gonna help me or Carly from a jail cell. You know what? You're gonna go against a restraining order? Is that what you're
The
gonna
hell
do?
with Rick.
No, not the hell with Rick. Listen, Carly's my wife. She's carrying my child. You look for her my way.
Thank you. We got something. We got a solid lead.
What is it?
Forensics did a sweep of rental cars at the airport. They brought back strands of blonde hair. DNA matches Carly's. Looks like somebody put her on a plane.
A plane where?
We don't know. Maybe we'll find out, maybe we won't. That depends on you. Are you ready to accept the deal I offered you?
There's a drug lord in your living room, Elizabeth. Come on. Connect the dots.
I mean your husband no harm.
In fact, I'm rather fond of Rick. Reminds me of my late brother, Luis.
Come on, Elizabeth. Come through.
Am I supposed to take that as a compliment?
Realize Luis made some mistakes, but who hasn't? What most people don't realize about my brother is he had the soul of a poet. He led with his heart. I sense Rick is like that, too.
When and how did you develop such insight into my husband?
Mr. Alcazar? Surprised to find you in my house?
I apologize for the intrusion.
You wouldn't mind if I asked you to leave?
I was hoping we might further discuss the prospectus.
I'll call you.
I'd like to move on it. Sooner the better.
Sure.
What prospectus?
Look, it's no big deal. It's just a real estate transaction.
You're going to work for Alcazar, aren't you? Now, how is that any better than working for Sonny?
Something's wrong, Elizabeth. He doesn't want your baby. He wants mine.
All right, listen. Carly liked Rick in the beginning, okay? She trusted him. She got to know him. That whole time, she barely mentioned him to me because she knew that I hated him.
Jason, where are you going
So
with
Carly
this?
talks to you. She told you things about Rick. I know she did. So now is the time to remember them all.
Don't you see what's happening? You're fixating on Rick.
What?
Nobody believes that he took her. Not even Sonny. Not you.
And Michael.
Jason, I'm worried about you.
You know, just forget it, okay? I'll get the answers some other way. All right, you could just turn around and go back the other way because you're not welcome here.
Oh, actually, she's my guest. Come on.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Get out. Your brother wants me here. Don't we all do what Sonny wants?
Okay, Faith, Sonny is upset. He's afraid for his wife.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes tragedy benefits people in unexpected ways.
What's going on? What's going on with you, Faith?
I cut a deal with the feds. I have to pretend that I'm close with Faith. That way it gives her more credibility so she can approach Alcazar. They want her to wear a watch.
What's in it for you?
State-of-the-art forensic team working really hard on trying to find my wife.
Tell him to start with Rick.
Okay, you know, how many times are you going to tell me, let's start with Rick? Rick had nothing to do with this. They have evidence, DNA evidence, that points to Alcazar. Now they think Alcazar took Carly out of the country.
Okay, look, I know you're getting upset with me, okay? But I want to ask you this. Rick hurt you once through Carly. Why can't you see that he might be doing it?
Because I care more about trying to find my wife than blaming Rick for something he didn't do.
Want a baby, and now is the perfect time.
Not perfect timing for Rick. Because if you get pregnant, then your loving husband's plan goes up in flames.
Look, are you listening to me or not? The feds want Faith on the inside to get evidence against Alcazar. I agree to be the one to put
Faith is crazy. What if she tries to kill you?
Look, she dies. I agree. She's a lunatic. But she wants to stay alive and she wants to stay out of prison. So do I. And we have to do what the feds. But listen to
This is not the way to get Carly back.
I always suspected Alcazar had something to do with this. Either by himself, with Rick, or with somebody else. The feds have manpower and equipment that I don't have.
They're blackmailing you.
You're damn right, they're blackmailing me. We have not found Carly, have we? We don't have a ransom note, a lead, not one shred of evidence. The cops can do what we can't. I'm willing to deal.
All right, so you tell me, who's gonna buy that you suddenly got over your wife and now you're hooking up with faithfulness?
If Carly died, I'd have nothing.
no reason to live. Nothing to hope for. Nothing to look forward to. I wouldn't want to drown. I'd want to climb in a hole and not get out. I'd want to drink poison, sleep with trash. Faith is both. So that's why I have to tell the whole world now that it's too late. Carly's gone forever.
Rick's lying, Elizabeth. Don't believe him.
You know I want to have a child with you more than anything in the world.
Well, then why are you pulling back?
You just got out of the hospital. You know, your body's recovering from the poison. But the doctor said for you to take it easy for the next several days. I want you to rest, okay? The most important thing for me right now is that you are healthy and well.
Okay? Well, that's very chivalrous and more than a little frustrating. Now, are you going to worry about me if I go up to my studio?
Where does that fit into the concept of rest?
I'll put on my headphones, fill my head with music, doodle on my sketch pad. Okay. It's the best way I know to relax.
All right. Far be it from me to interfere with genius. Come on.
Don't you worry. Rick's never going to get his hands on you because your daddy, he's going to come find us. And when he does, we're going to go to the island. You're going to love it there. Your daddy and Michael, too. Do you know that you can hear the ocean from every room in the house? And the air, it smells like flowers.
Your time. Eat up.
I hate broccoli.
That's good for the baby.
Well, why don't you stop worrying about my baby and concentrate on your own, the one that your wife is so eager to make with you? Well, don't you think she's going to wonder why all of a sudden you've decided to swear off sex? I mean, maybe you can avoid making a baby this month, maybe. I mean, what about next month? What kind of lame excuse are you going to come up with then?
Well, that's really nothing for you to worry about.
You know what I'm worried about? I'm worried about my baby. I want to know why it is so important for you to have my baby instead of making one of your own.
Make love was to do, Carly. Make love to Elizabeth on the couch while you watched on the monitor?
Oh, come on, Rick. You don't want Elizabeth to get pregnant because then how do you explain bringing her my child when you've got one of your own on the way?
Well, see, Elizabeth's not ready for another pregnancy.
Oh, and then there's all those messy feelings that a father-to-be gets. Seeing the woman he loves pregnant with his own child. The joy, the anticipation of imagining the happy family, the life together. You could have all those feelings. The feelings that Sonny has for this child, but you just won't let yourself. No, you're not allowed. You won't let yourself be happy because it's more important to you to torture Sonny.
You have absolutely no idea how I feel.
Oh, this whole scheme is based on this delusion that Sonny cost you your first child. If Elizabeth gets pregnant, you lose your excuse, don't you? Then you have to face the fact that hating Sonny is a hell of a lot more important than this future with your wife. Because you want Sonny's baby more than you want your own.
Sonny would never give up on Carly.
All I know is that he wants me here with him.
You're lying.
Ask him yourself.
Sonny, come on. There has to be some reason you're here with Faith.
Okay, listen to me. I made an arrangement with the feds that if I help them, they help me find Carly.
How does that have anything to do with Faith?
Well, it has to do because I have to be seen in public with her.
Sonny, no one's gonna buy that. You actually...
Hit me real quick. Just hit me. Will you? Right now, just hit me.
You selfish bastard! Fill some hole in Elizabeth's heart You want the sick satisfaction of raising Sonny's child, of lying to his face and telling him that his child is your own.
Sonny doesn't deserve to be a father.
Oh, God, it's the same thing with you, Rick. You just want what belongs to Sonny.
Well, Sonny owes me after everything he took from me, don't you think?
What? Your miserable life with your rich father?
Yeah, who looked at me as a constant reminder of what he had lost when my mother walked out the door with her precious little son.
Oh, poor little
He
Rick.
stole the life that I could have had!
Oh, so it justifies kidnapping me? Stealing another man's child? This is sick. Rick, you know, you are so twisted now, you can't even see what you're after anymore.
I know what I'm doing.
No, you don't. You just want to be Sonny. And you know you can't be, so you've decided to settle for stealing what belongs to him.
No, I look at it as saving my niece or nephew from the misery of growing up with Sonny.
Nice punch, but I could probably hit a little harder. Is this all part of the little act?
Shut up. Will you shut up?
Oh, what's the matter, Sonny? You don't want people to know? Don't tell me your conscience is bothering you.
This is crazy. You guys are ridiculous.
What's going on?
I don't know. Sonny's wife is missing, and he's out partying with Faith, the psycho mob slut.
Courtney, let's get out of here.
And you know what, Sonny? You're a faithless lying pig. You're not even good enough for Carly. You never were.
Your sister sees you for what you are, man. The way you treat people. Throw them away like garbage. You know, Karen's dead. Did you know that?
You mean Carrie?
Her name was Karen. Carrie was the name that you hung on her when you hooked her on drugs and you forced her to strip at your club.
What happened?
You're what happened to her. A car killed her.
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
Don't touch
What are you sorry for? Are you sorry that she's dead? Or did you push pills on her? So that you could sleep with her, Corinthos?
You want to know why I slept with her?
Yes, I do.
You want to know why I slept with her? Because I cared about her. She was sexually abused, she was scared, she was alone, and I felt for her. Where were you, Daddy? If you didn't want her to come to me, why didn't you take care of her?
I didn't know that she was my daughter back then.
Well, that's your fault. Your failure. Don't blame me. Or talk to me about things you know nothing about.
You disrespected my daughter, and now you disrespect her father on the day that...
Yeah, come on. Come on,
Wait,
buddy.
one more.
Get him out of
We'll
here.
be arrested for violation of the National Security Act.
This guy's, he's like crazy.
I will never forget this day, Corinthos.
Really?
We have a mutual agreement. He gives us what we need, what he needs. Do you understand?
Sonny took my child. Now I get to have Sonny's. The truth is, my brother wouldn't be a very good father anyway. I mean, what kind of life is that? A child to grow up with an amoral criminal as a father?
A criminal. What are you?
One day, Elizabeth and I are going to be walking through the park with this child. And we'll run into Sonny. And I'll introduce him to his uncle. Say, this is a very, very bad man. And Sonny's going to walk away. Never even realizing that he just met his own child.
No. Because Sonny will never stop looking for this baby. He is not going to give up until he finds out what happened to me and the baby.
You give him too much credit, Carly.
Mm-mm.
No, he'll move on. I mean, he did with Lily, right? He'll find somebody else to sleep with. You're not that hard to replace.
No. He's not going to give up searching. And let's say your plan did work. Just for a little bit. The truth will come out eventually. And our little boy is going to despise you.
This child will never know the truth.
What about Elizabeth? How do you think she's going to feel when she finds out about all this? All the lies that you told, all the tricks that you played on her. Elizabeth loves you, and she wants to have a family with you, start a life and a future together. It is right in front of you, and you are just throwing it all away.
No, the truth is that I am going to have it all, Carly. But first, Sonny has to pay.
Still a tough real act of your sister's getting a little carried away, isn't it?
Courtney doesn't want me hooking up with you while my wife is missing.
Well, I think this plan of the feds is going to work like a charm.
Only if I convince people that without my wife, I got nothing left for her. So I'm going to do everything I can to destroy myself. And I'm going to use you to do it.
Really? Now you can make any excuse you want. Just stop looking at me like I'm roadkill and start acting like you want me.
I can still hate your guts and want you in my bed. That's how we're going to play this out. All right, so you just do your end of the deal. No wrong moves. Carly's life depends on it. Because if you mess up, then you're just going to have to deal with the consequences.
Hate sex works fine for me.
There's just one more thing that we need to do.
New evidence has come to light. Which indicates that there's no reason to continue the search for my wife.
Okay?
What difference does it make?
I thought you might like to see this.
I saw the news last night.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Sonny will never stop looking for me.
Am I interrupting something?
Look, you can't just come in here whenever you feel.
Of course I can. You've heard the news?
Sonny will never stop searching for me.
According to the papers, he already has. Which means you're all ours now.
Keep showing up here whenever you feel like it.
You're not very good at this, are you?
Hey, you. You know what your daddy's doing? He's just pretending to give up on us. He is just pretending. And that idiot Rick, he believes it because he wants to. Because he wants to think that your daddy is just like him, full of hate, unable to feel. It's not true. Because your daddy loves us, and he is not going to stop fighting until he finds us. So you and me, we just need to play along.
You know, there is absolutely no reason for you to be here. It just casts suspicion on both of us.
The strands of hair I took from Carly seem to be working. Police are looking in all the wrong places. Pretty soon they'll believe she's in South America.
Good, congratulations. Then why don't you leave so you don't undo all of your hard work?
I'll show up here whenever I please. We'll mention it again. Now, what do you know about Faith Roscoe?
She tried to poison my wife. I think she belongs in jail.
Well, the police disagree. They turned her loose. She seems to have attached herself to Sonny.
Yeah, well, misery loves company. I'm sure my brother gets some sort of a sick thrill out of the fact that he's sleeping with a woman who tried to kill my wife, because that's exactly what he tried to do.
You love your wife very much? Yeah, she's all that matters to me. Yeah, that makes you vulnerable, like my brother.
What is that supposed to mean?
Keep Elizabeth happy. Don't let her get suspicious, because if she finds anything about what we're doing, I'll have to make sure she keeps quiet.
Carly?
Go away.
I didn't think that Sonny would give up on you so soon.
You're thrilled. Just don't pretend you're not.
I didn't want it to be this way.
Then just let me go,
No, I
Rick.
can't do that, Carly. Try to understand. Sonny has abandoned you the same way that he pushed Elizabeth down the stairs, the same way they pushed my mother down the stairs. Don't you see, he does whatever he wants, and we all have to pay for it. Maybe it'd be different with this baby, you know? Maybe that's some sort of consolation.
You're really insane, you know.
Maybe. But I'm all you've got. Must be difficult to see Sonny with Faith.
Sonny and I understand each other. We're not like you and Elizabeth.
I would never abandon Elizabeth.
Sonny hasn't abandoned me.
I understand why you need to believe it.
Sonny will find me. I pray for it every second. Is the sun out today, Rick?
Yeah.
What day is it?
What difference does it make?
It makes a difference. I get lonely in here, just me and the baby. It's one thing that I'm afraid of. Being alone. Forgotten, invisible.
Why don't you just look at the monitors, okay? It'll help. Try to eat something.
You arrogant jerk. You know why you're buying this? Because you're not loyal. You don't understand about family or real love. Sonny's not giving up on me. He's playing you. And so am I. And we're gonna beat you together. I knew you'd come back. Jason, think a video camera has to be hooked up to a monitor. Where is it? Figure it out. Come on, Jason, come find me.
Faith. Whatever. They may never find Carly. And from what I can see, Sonny doesn't do too well alone.
Sonny hates you.
Hate equals passion. And passion is what makes a man come back for more.
Okay, this isn't a game of faith. Sonny loves Carly. She's having his baby.
Wake up, silly rabbit. Carly is dead. I am the new lady of the penthouse.
Get out of here.
You know, we have to spend time
I'm not
together
gonna tell you
make this look
twice.
good.
Let's go.
No.
Hey, Corinthos. Manners there, you know. Little manhandler. Be nice to her.
I don't want this tramp in my wife's club.
Well, that's the price you pay to get Carly back.
I don't know if I can do this. I really don't.
Well, it's too late, you know that? You made a deal. There's no backing out.
I'll work with the FBI, but I want another partner.
You don't get to cut me loose. My life depends on this, too.
Yeah, there's not a lot of girls lining up that want to play house with you, Corinthos.
I don't give a damn. I'm not working with this bitch.
You see the camera, Jace? Come on, follow it to me. Come take me home. No, wait, where are you going? No, Jason, no, it's not a security camera. You haven't been caught. Rick's not here. No one is watching you. No one but me. That's it, follow the wire. Follow it to me. Come find me. Come on, yank the cord, Jace, yank it. Figure out where it goes. Yes. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. Okay, now how do I let you know that I'm in here? How do I let you know? Oh, there we go. Oh, I cannot wait to tell you what Rick did to me, so I can just watch you pulverize him. Come on, Jace. Come on, figure it out. Oh. Jace, no, come on, look at the camera, look, that was me, I moved the camera. I'm in here, I am right on the other side of the wall. Come on, Jace, come on.
And then who am I? I'm gonna find another doctor, an expert on reproductive issues.
You need to slow down.
Well, I will, as soon as I find another doctor, a better
Elizabeth,
one.
the doctor said
This
that-
was her future.
Jason didn't say
I'm shocked. You're giving up on your wife so easily.
Did I ask you to talk?
Come on, Sonny, let's just go.
Hey, admit it, Corinthos. You need us.
I don't remember you having anything to do with this.
I'm the DA, the liaison to the feds. They're in the bargain, and they expect you to keep your end.
Okay, so did you find Carly?
They're making progress.
What do you got?
Well, that depends on how well you make nice with Widow Roscoe over there.
I want to hear about my wife first.
Well, see, the forensics people have determined that one of the planes that left Port Charles that night, she was on it. They'll know more soon.
How soon?
Well, that depends how well you do with sleeping with Faith here. That shouldn't be too hard.
Okay, you know what? Don't make this worse than it has to be.
Get in bed with her, make the feds happy, and I guarantee you'll get your wife back.
Oh.
I'm sorry I upset you with what I said about your wife. I'm sure there are a dozen ways that I can make it up to you.
You are a whore. Okay? And that's what I would want if my wife died. And that's exactly the way I'm gonna treat you.
Thanks for the magazine. It's great to look at all the fashion I'll never get to wear.
You moved the camera.
What?
Somebody was here. Who are you trying to signal?
You're not stepping foot in Carly's home.
It's what people will
She's
expect.
missing and she's coming back.
In the meantime, we have to convince Alcazar that we are together.
Not in the home I share with my wife.
Grow up, Sonny. You're the one that told Scott that you would make this look good.
All right, Faith, you know what?
It's not about looking good right now.
Yeah, I will, okay? I'll go home and pack. So have a key to the penthouse waiting for me in the lobby.
You check on Michael?
Yeah, he's okay. And Letitia said he went swimming in the pool today.
He's safe on the island.
What if he reads something, sees something? This game with Faith is going to confuse him more. I mean, this is...
Sonny, don't worry. The island's private. Michael's not going to find out about
He
this.
can't. Where you been?
I broke into Rick's. There are security cameras. One caught me.
You get the tape?
No.
Do you understand if Rick sees it, then he's going to know you're coming after him? Do you realize that now you're useless to me?
I may have a better offer.
What are you talking about?
The camera. You moved it.
Oh. Oh, I see. Now I'm a mutant who can walk through walls.
Was there someone else in the house?
Is a kidnapping starting?
I'm not in the mood for your mouth,
Getting a
Carly.
little paranoid, aren't you?
Tell me
Rick?
who was here.
No one? But I did get a little tired of watching your wife swallow every single lie you told, so I just ripped the monitor out of the wall. Of course, the audio works just fine, so I heard you trying to talk her out of going to see another doctor.
I'm not going to go to another doctor.
Well, she's made it pretty clear that she doesn't want another woman's child.
No, Elizabeth is going to love any child, whether it's adopted or biological.
Do you really? You're making up a medical condition that she does not have?
She's not going to get pregnant.
Oh. Okay. So you're just going to stop having sex. That one's going to go over real well.
Dr. Gordon, I need for you to fill a prescription for me. Birth control pills.
Rick's got a restraining order against you.
I'm sure Rick doesn't check the tapes.
Of course he does. He's obsessed with getting back at me.
I'm going to fix it,
No,
Sonny.
you're not. He did something stupid.
Sonny.
Played right into Rick's hands.
Jason was just doing what he felt was
Well,
right.
I need Jason to take care of the business. Why do this thing with Faith for the feds?
No, you need me to find Carly because there's proof in Rick's house.
You're going to go to jail. Is that what you want to do? What good are you doing anything from a
Sonny,
cell?
we need to pick Rick up now and once and for all make him tell us where he has Carly.
I'll tell you where he has Carly. Carly was loaded on the private jet. The night she disappeared, Rick has nothing to do with it.
Who told you that? The feds? They're lying to you to get you to cooperate.
All right, I'm ordering you to leave the city.
Sonny, you just said it yourself. You need Jason here.
Go to the airport. Take Courtney. My private jet will take you to the island.
I'm not going anywhere.
You did this to yourself, Jason. Now you're gonna have to leave town before Rick has you arrested for violating the
I
restraining.
had to violate because I know that Rick has Carly.
Did you find any evidence?
Of course he did. Why do you think
What about
he's here?
the cameras? There's cameras all over that place.
Rick's
Why? He's hiding
paranoid.
something.
He's paranoid, right?
It's more than that.
He's a head case.
But it's more than that,
No,
Sonny.
it's not more than that. He's probably got the tape right now, laughing at both of us. Baldwin's probably with him, ready to bust
It's
you.
gonna be okay. I'm gonna fix it.
Do you realize how hard this was for me to make this deal with the government? Brenda wore a wire on me. Carly turned me into the feds to protect me. And I threw them both out of my life for that betrayal. And for some reason, by some miracle, Carly and I found forgiveness. I'm not going to lose her again. So that's why I've had to give up everything else I believe in to get my family back. There's nothing left for me to trade. And there's no way for me to save you two. So, I'm asking you, can you please leave?
have to go to the pharmacy.
Everything you're doing is desperate. You are going to get caught.
Really, by you? You're not going anywhere.
Okay, so you don't think that fertility doctor is going to know that Elizabeth is on the pill?
Any doctor that Elizabeth goes to, I'll pay off.
Well, blackmail's an ugly business. Any second now, slippery Dr. Gordon's going to squeeze you for just a little more cash.
No, I can take care of anybody who gets in my way.
No, that's Sonny.
Especially Sonny.
Well, Alcazar could turn on you any minute, and when he does, Sonny's going to find me, and then he's going to find you.
You know, I've heard how people in isolation, they start to lose it. You're deluded.
You're the one who thinks that the plan is still going to work. You are way beyond deluded.
No, all that matters is that it is going to work. I'm going to take everything from you and Sonny.
You are going to thank me this time, because, boy, did I just pull our butts out of the fire.
I don't want to hear it.
Plan is working. Alcazar just propositioned me in the park.
Did I not just say I don't want to hear it?
He did his homework. He knows that I'm out of jail when I shouldn't be. He thinks the feds have me working against you from the inside. He even offered me money to get...
I told you to shut up! I don't want to hear about anything right now. I don't care about anything. But finding my wife, that's all that matters.
You'll be fine, okay? We're almost there, okay?
Okay.
Huge surprise. Okay, almost there. Wait.
Hey.
Okay,
Can I have mine?
yes, go ahead.
Tell me what you see.
Our yard?
Yes, but it's more than that. It's our future. You see that big oak tree?
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's very strong. The second and third branches are big enough to hold a treehouse.
And you see that sunny spot down there?
Mm-hmm.
That would be great for a sandbox.
Our daughter could build some castles.
And the boys will come and knock them down.
Well, 3 kids?
Oh, at least.
And you're prepared for this.
As long as you're with me, yes.
You'll have it.
I knew you wouldn't give up.
I'm gonna give you a baby. I swear.
I feel like a hot bath.
Yeah.
You want to join me?
You go start the bubbles. I just gotta make a call.
Get nervous, Rick. Because you're running out of time.
Get some rest. You're gonna need your strength to bring my child into this world.
Don't forget to lock the front door.
Yeah, I'll be right in.
You need anything while I'm down here?
Elizabeth went to the bathroom, and who was Rick talking to before?
Elizabeth didn't look too happy when she left just now. She's starting to doubt you just a little more each day. And you know what? At this rate, she will have left you long before my baby's ever born.
No, you're the only one who's been left already, Carly. Sonny warned you all of 5 minutes before he jumped right into bed with Faith.
This isn't a good time right now. You let it.
We're supposed to be lovers. You know, that's really difficult to do when you're avoiding me like the plague.
I don't want you here.
That attitude is exactly why, no matter how much you hate the idea, I'm moving in with you.
We already discussed this. It's not going to happen.
I met Alcazar in the park yesterday, and I led him to believe that I am working you. He has no idea that he is my real target. Now, see, I have to move in here to convince him that I'm your mistress, that I have some influence with you.
I will not have you living in my wife's home, and don't you ever touch that picture again.
You won't have a wife if you don't cooperate. Not that Carly is any great loss. I mean, what has she ever caused you but trouble? She's too trashy to be a trophy wife, and she's not smart enough to be anything else. Like a real partner. Like I could be. If you just give me the chance, really just think of it as the first step in moving up to the real deal. Because I guarantee you, in bed and everywhere else, I can provide more than Carly ever did.
If I want a whore in my bed, I will pay for one I can stand to touch. Leave.
I will be at the fireworks tonight. Find me there. It's the perfect opportunity for a public display of affection. And after all, that's what the feds let us out of jail for. Oh, and if Agent Brown and company lose any more patience with you, you will lose any hope of finding your precious Carly alive.
Bitch. Back from the island, or did you never leave?
I let Courtney go to Michael alone.
I trade myself to the feds so they can search for Carly. What the hell am I supposed to offer when Rick has you arrested for breaking and entering?
Rick hasn't called the cops. He doesn't even know I went back to his house.
Maybe, maybe not, but I asked you to do something. You didn't do it, Jason.
My sister has cancer.
What?
I mean, something's been wrong with her ever since she came home. I didn't know what. I didn't even try to find out. It's breast cancer. Emily's birth mother died from it.
Sorry.
She just told me. I couldn't do anything. Not even saying that I was scared because everybody else is scared, Everybody else is trying to fix this for her. And all I can do is listen when she needs to talk. Man, I want to fight this for her, but I can't. I can't just shoot somebody. I can't break into somebody's house. I can't take them off the street and hurt them until they tell me how to save her. I can't do that for Emily. But I can do that for Carly. I have to, Sonny. I promised her I'd always be there for her, no matter what. I can't go back on that.
You stay. That's... Carly would want you to. Sorry, man. As much as I hate this thing with the feds, I need my wife back.
Here you go.